made of pen and ink. She can win you with a wing.
Yoo-hoo!
Ain't she cute?
Boop-boop-be-doop.
Sweet Betty.
Magic mirror in my hand, who's the fairest in the land?
You're the fairest in the land. You're the fairest in the land.
I want to see my stepmama, stepmama, stepmama. I want to see my stepmama.
Her stepmama, the queen.
I've heard about your looking glass, looking glass, looking glass. I've heard about your looking glass.
And what it says is so.
Magic mirror in my hand, who's the fairest in the land?
You're the fairest in the land. You're the fairest in the land.
Off with her head.
Okay, queen. What a shame. Poor Betty.
Always in the way. I can never play. My own mama would never say I'm always in the way. Don't leave me here alone. I don't want to freeze. Save me, save me! Thank you. Am I the fairest in the place?
If I were you, I'd hide my face.
Folks, I'm going down to St. James Infirmary. See my baby there, she's stretched out on a long white table. She's so sweet, so cold, so fair. Let her go, oh bless her. Wherever she may be, she will search this wide world over, but she'll never find another sweet man like me. Now when I die, bury me in my straight leg breeches, put on a box back coat and a Stetson hat. Put a $20 gold piece on my watch chain so you can let all the boys know I died standing pat. Then give me 6 crap-shooting pallbearers. Let a chorus girl sing me a song. Put a red that you have heard my story. Say, boy, hand me over another shot of that blues. If anyone should ask you, tell 'em I got those St. James Infirmary blues.
Magic mirror in my hand now. Who's the fairest in the land?
You're the fairest in the land.
I think I hit the wrong. Oh, there you are. Okay, gotta put that over there. All right. Oh shit. Hang on, I gotta put up my curtain.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what did you do to your room?
Don't worry about me, I'm fine. Let me just get that set up. What? Well, I cleared up my floor, for one. Okay, let's see. Where are we gonna... Close that. Close that. Put on my hat. Close that. Put on my hat.
Yes, Scribe. Better question is, what didn't he do to that room?
Aha. Y'all very funny. Y'all very funny. Okay, I think I'll turn the camera on now for just fine. Careful what you say about the animation quality, Squad. It was done by Tokyo Movie Shinjo, the same people who did Animaniacs. The animation's not actually bad in this movie. It may not be Disney animation, but it's still really good. I actually know literally nothing about this film.
Are we gonna start? Are we gonna start from the beginning?
That's not entirely true. I know a few things, but we'll get into that as soon as I get this curtain up here.
Man, you know, I think once we start the intro, I'm just not gonna read the comments anymore.
People just be, people not being very kind already.
Yep. Dumbo 2 I was interested in seeing. They had the teasers for that, and it never happened.
Oh shit!
Also, apparently in Aristocats 2 that was planned, and I saw some of the storyboard ideas. I'm like, damn, this would have been a very intriguing plot line. Yeah, no, I am not going to read this once we... get this out. Okay. I want to see Aristocats too. I wanted to see what the whole family dynamic was going to be post marriage and now new stepfather stuff.
Everybody wants to be.
Plus, Marie was gonna be the protagonist.
Before we officially begin,
we love Marie.
Before we officially begin, because it's a little off topic, I remember seeing the story advertising for like Dumbo too. It was like
that's what I said.
Okay, see, I was trying to get my headphones in order, so I didn't quite catch that. I thought you were still talking about the Aristocats too.
Well, I talked about Dumbo too before that.
Okay, let me see. Speaking of before that, I'm gonna get a drink.
You were not ready for this, were you?
I need to get something from a drink.
I'm starting to think you're delaying. And I don't think he heard me.
And time for the silver screen and the silver shit on. Get it on. There we go. Haha. And now the headphones, because I literally can't hear a thing. Alright, doing a mic check for you. Blah 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 ginger. Blah 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 ginger.
Blah 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 ginger.
Alright. Coolio. Alright. Now let's get this party started right in 3, 2, 1. And a great big hey howdy hey to all my goofy goobers out there. I don't remember how I did it in French. Welcome to Animanic Commentaries with Kamikaze.
And DF, bonjour.
Bonjour. Tonight we are doing The Hunchback of Notre Dame 2, a movie that I've only had some familiarity with, one that I have not actually watched for myself. I saw one review of it a long time ago, and I do have very distinct memory of a VHS advertisement for it. So I'm gonna leave the floor to you and your familiarity with this movie.
Okay, when he was listing a whole bunch of Disney musical sequels we could watch, I'm the one who put this on the list. I don't care what you guys say. I don't care what you're saying in the chat right now. This movie is a guilty pleasure for me. And while it may not be as wonderful as the first movie, yes, I admit, I enjoy it. Okay? There are some problems. I enjoy it. Okay? You can't take this away from me. And I am not going to read the chat anymore.
Okay, tonight, I haven't seen this movie at all. So I don't.
So I finally get to watch something he hasn't seen.
Yeah. So the only thing I have anything to even remotely say is the animation looks good, but much like the Return of Jafar and I guess the King of Thieves, really odd seeing the It's really strange seeing the characters with the nice clean digital inks and paints being done with real inks and paints. Just makes their colors look a little
off.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. All right, but enough bibbling and babbling about all that. Let's go ahead and actually get into it.
Did you put the stuff over the cone there?
Oh, yeah, no, I'll show you. So, like, if I hit, like, pause or the play button, you can see it blurs. Anyway, let me go ahead and share that with you, though, actually, because I almost forgot to do that. Everyone get set for synchronization. What did he set into the synchronization? Get set for the synchronization. Yeah, da 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 yada da 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 ba 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 ba. All right, as long as everybody's set for synchronizing, we've got our classic old 90s, 80s, 90s Disney logo. So, let's go ahead and get started. I am good at streaming, shut up. Let's go ahead and get started in 3, 2, 1, go.
It's actually been quite a few years since I've watched this in full. The bells, the bells.
The bells.
Now, they were right that this does have a lighter tone than the first movie, and just the bells shows that.
Oh yeah, no choir and very, very, very light harmonic bells.
Let's forget all the trauma that happened about 7 years ago.
I will say that the colors here actually look very nice. They're actually very pretty.
So the whole thing, you know, as an English major, the motif of this bell here, I think, is well used.
Hello again.
It was mentioned in the chat earlier that the voice actors return, and most of them, I think. Although I'm not even sure this was a real festival. Quasimodo's just, he's happy, he's got friends. Nobody cares about him being deformed.
Yeah.
That was quick.
Seeing a lot of celluloid drop shadow. A lot of the lyrics here are actually very, very nice.
I said most of the voice actors came back because remember the voice actress for Lover passed away, so. But it is the one who took over for her like halfway through production of the first movie, I think.
Uh-huh. This is nice.
Okay. Yes, go ahead. What were you saying?
So yeah, the animation thus far is really nice.
Yeah. Yeah, like her voice actress passed away, so that couldn't be helped.
Jeez.
How can you even do that stuff? You know, everyone's saying this whole thing about Quasimodo didn't leave it alone for us, but you look at him, right? Yes, he is happy, but that's the point. He's happy. But, so everything's settled in his life, but, so he's in a good place to, you know, want something a little more. Just as extra.
Yep.
I think that's a good time for people to be in relationships when, you know, they have a very good life, they got everything sorted out. But they just want to settle down. Oh, it paused for me.
Weird.
There we go. Ugh, that still keeps going on. They did not consent to this. Oh, great. Honey, I'm not getting the picture here.
I can't do anything about that. We're live. Quasimodo's a good uncle.
Yeah, I love how he's best friends with Zephyr. Like, he really was gonna be okay, but... I love how Zephyr's like, well, why not? Because he really doesn't care.
Yeah. Very good animation. Very bad idea! Oh god! Not great! Someone needed a second, maybe a third or fourth pass on that.
Why is it lagging on my end?
I don't know.
I'm gonna pop it out. You keep it going. That's better. Okay, people are right about this. The villain is nothing compared to Frollo, but come on, that was a high bar.
Well, look at that. That's some really good animation.
Yeah. Area. What, Ariel? And he's Jennifer Love Hewitt. How can you not find her adorable?
Oh, Lord. What kind of a bold heist do you think you're gonna pull off?
remind you of anything?
Hades?
Well, actually, no. I'm thinking more in this world. Although a little bit, yes. I love the way her little bob bounces.
She got a very nice haircut.
Yeah, which would have been typical for circus performers, because you know when they're tumbling and such, they need that short hair.
Frollo and Quasi.
So, yeah.
Aha, I see.
Yeah. Then you know she's already wearing green. Color coding.
God damn.
So cute. You know, I said that these two kind of remind me of us just a little bit.
You've said that.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, but do you know why she reacted that way? Can you guess why she reacted that way? It'll probably become a little clearer when we see the next scene with her.
I mean, what's the point of having not watched this before?
Yeah. Right, yeah, you're right. Yeah, believe it or not, I watched this more as a kid than I did the first one. Well, probably because the first one scared the heck out of me, but, you know, as a kid. Get her to look again. Like, look again. Yes.
Her doll does look a little like Tinkerbell, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Man, this was like me for 29 years. 28 years? How long has it been? I don't know. And they're both wearing green.
Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. I feel like the lyricist was being a little too clever for their own good.
There's one song that really stuck with me. Yeah, and he's not totally depressed about it. He's just like, it really would be nice. What? What?
Good
Oh
Lord.
my god, I did not get that joke when I was a kid. They got a point.
Okay, that might have been the best coloring. Yeah, this might be the best colors on the characters thus far.
I think it's mostly whenever they're in the shade. Oh, not a this outfit.
There he goes, raiding Frollo's closet.
Oh, you're right. Oh, I didn't think about that.
I mean, with the hat and the cape.
Man, what friends, right? What friends are like,
I mean, part of that is, like, Jason Alexander's fault. Keep in mind, it's like...
okay. Yeah.
Okay.
People are right.
This is a...
People are right. Phoebus's whole character arc on here is like, what the hell?
This is a bit of a problem.
Yeah, so see, that's why she ran off.
Someone's so obsessed with his looks, but he doesn't look bad with that ball spot, actually. But that's animation for you, isn't it?
So yeah, she didn't run because, you know, oh my gosh, she's ugly. She ran because, oh, I can't take advantage of a guy like this.
Well, someone obsessed with their looks is not a terrible concept for a villain for one of these stories.
Yeah, she looks at herself like, I'm really just meant to be an ornament, a sham.
A pretty face.
Yeah. Oh, and that's all she feels she's good for. So like the opposite of Quasi. Or opposite, but same opposite. You know what I mean? Which is kind of what it would have been like in that time. A girl on her own. Instead of a workhouse, she could have been very well sent to a brothel. And the voice of Zephyr is Joel Osmond. The Sixth Sense, also Chip in the second Beauty and the Beast. I always gotta put the girls in scenes like this. It's a theme. The little one. The elephant.
Just gonna... I'll take the observations as they go.
Oh, bro. I mean, the guy's got sleight of hand, give him that.
Truth.
In a number of ways.
I mean, look at the kid. He actually can juggle.
Kids. That look. They were going somewhere. She's like, I can't take advantage of this guy. Yeah, does this remind you of somebody else who was kind of stalking their crush? You know? Just, or low-key stalking, say.
I'll put it to this one. This song feels very appropriate for the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, she's saying what a sweetheart he is.
Yeah. Well, it's another reversing of terms like frickin' frack.
They will never stop being cute for me. and she's never had that. Anyone say stuff like that? God. How was I Madeline?
What a goober.
They're both so cute.
How did this film get a crummy reputation? Again, this seems like one of the better direct-to-video sequels. I'd say
I think there may be one or two things that come up later that could possibly
maybe.
Also, yeah, people don't like Sarouche as a villain.
Why do they not like Sarouche? He's great.
I guess compared to Frollo, kind of subpar.
I suppose, but he's not supposed to be Frollo. I need you to stop him at the animation, Ryder. The animation is really good thus far. I mean, for this whole month, aside from Winnie the Pooh, like, this has been the best animated film we've seen.
Here's one of the critiques people have.
Okay. Okay.
Except he's not really wrong.
See, that's not a problem. See. But no, more to my point, it's just odd for him to be suspicious of them from the beginning. For him to be suspicious of them here makes sense. The whole idea of his suspicion seems to be writer clairvoyance. Like, the writers know that the circus performers have ill intent, but Phoebus shouldn't.
Yeah.
And it's like, they're trying to make him look smart, but they're really not. They're making him look prejudiced.
Oh.
Ow, it popped. Such a weird thing for the subtitles to do when they've spelled out French words the rest of the time.
Yeah.
Pretty bizarre.
seeing the theme here?
Yeah.
Yeah. More than just looking.
It's on the nose, but it's very sweet. I think you misunderstand, Scribe. Frollo wanted to marry Esmeralda.
Right.
You know. And if she wouldn't have him, then she would die. And then he'd rather she die.
I can't see anything. Listen. Close your eyes and listen. And now he has a view to see Notre Dame.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Must be nice to not be cooped up in that tower all the time.
And you know, he's closer in on the action. Still, yeah. Wow.
Oh, here,
I am digging so much more out of this movie than I did before.
Here he goes. From what I can recall, I know what this melody is. This melody comes from our next song. Oh, it's starting right about now.
Look, tightroping.
Yeah. Out of the rain, out of the rain, out of the rain. They do feel less annoying, maybe because they clash less with the tone here. That's fair. That's entirely fair.
Yeah.
The thing is, aside from the finale at the end of the last film, the original film was ooh.
Look, wait a minute.
I was like, the film, like the way they got involved in shenanigans, it was true. Like they were alive the whole time and such, but like, This film is a little more
I mean,
overt about it.
imaginary friends can't really build a what you call it?
Trebuchet, catapult, whichever one.
But she's even more beautiful on the inside. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, right.
We were just out in the rain.
Yeah. God. Oh, Quasi, you're such a gentleman, man. This is so sweet.
Some people would claim this film to be akin to fan fiction derogatory, but your mileage may vary.
It would be on the higher level because this is so cute.
It's very adorable. It's pretty well done thus far, as I can tell.
Oh, you always see yourself through my eyes. Oh, God. Oh, God, that is such a trauma response.
Jeez. Not babbling or not stupid? Because I know one of those makes sense.
That stupid me is definitely a trauma response. Oh, look at him. He's dead.
Now, I've said the animation's good because TMS, the same people who did Animaniacs, but that was actually really good animation back there. It's like, when you think of Animaniacs, you either think of the theme song, which was done by TMS, and then some specific episodes, which were also done by TMS. And for the most part, you can see that more like television episode quality, but in some instances, you can see that theme song quality. They call that lovesick.
And I love how comfortable he is talking about this with his ex-crush, you know? Aw, such friends.
I mean, she's married with a kid. It's also like...
Yeah. He's right.
He's right, but he's phrasing it pretty badly. They literally had the Court of Miracles. Did they or did they not demonstrate the yes and no in the previous film? And even Phoebus still was willing to trust them more than anything. Because
yeah.
It's like, yes, the people, but not all of them. And he understood that. So it's like... Now see,
gotta be. How often does that happen?
now see, I could see an instance where Esmeralda would still get mad at him like this, where he's making the vague assertion that he thinks that there's a connection. And if we put this through the lens of he's a father now and he's trying to protect his son, that would be another good angle. But I feel like they really kind of forgot who Phoebus was.
Oof, the implication there.
And I'll go ahead and get into something else when he actually finally does steal the bell, but we'll wait until we get there. Because again, I haven't seen this film, but I do remember some things. Oh god, that's great! Oh, that's clever! Okay, bravo to the story artist. That was great. That was well done. That was very well done. Good shot. Good shot. Also, Quasimodo's color is actually looking really nice here. Ba-bum.
Yeah, that's the difference. Quasimodo has a stronger self-image at this point in time, and Madeline does not. Wow. What? Well. Remember, he's a magician.
Yeah. Without all of his tricks and traps. Okay, now see, and this would also make more sense if he wasn't making fucking assumptions from the start.
Yeah.
It's like his suspicion of Madeline would actually make more sense. It's like, I don't seem to understand the, like, I don't seem to understand Phoebus's angle. He just seems... He seems a little
like that. That's one of the negative things about this movie. That, honestly, a lot of people are right about. Yes.
Phoebus is completely soft in the head. What the hell happened to him?
I know. After the whole, defending the Romani people and standing up to Frollo.
Of course. Hey, where the hell are your parents?
Before we had CPS and all that. Le Bear. That's funny. Oh, dude.
So I'll concede this element in that in the demonstration with the elephant, the demonstration
Uh-huh.
that this
Yeah, you're talking about the elephant?
basically the elephant like was a pretty good demonstration of utilizing a trap door, and there's plenty of notions of them being able to suss out their location and find all the hidden exits in the tower. They seem to be spending enough time in there to do so. Sorush seems like he'd be a pretty quick study. But that doesn't explain the balls! The juggling balls!
Well, I don't know. Like, I've seen magicians somehow get like balls into my mom's hands. So who knows?
Wow.
Yeah, I think the third act is what gets some people a little.
And again, really coming full circle.
Yeah, but it really does make him second guess every interaction they had. No, and he's even doing the damn. Will he not?
Here we go, rocking and rolling into the. They hightailed it. They're legging it. Getting the hell out of Dodge. Sayonara sucker.
I mean, remember, it's Paris.
But they do the friggin' juggling of the balls in combination with the gargoyles. It's like they present it in a situation as like, are they trying to portray sleight of hand, or are they trying to portray a certain sense of magic? Because it's like the bell and the elephant are congruous, but the balls and the gargoyles are not.
Yeah, what is it when I call it stuff like this? You're like, it's a cartoon.
This isn't that kind of cartoon, honey.
I'm sure.
If he's going underground, he's probably already slipping out of town.
Ooh.
But again, he didn't have to look again. Like I said, if he's a quick study, then he could get a lay of the room. I mean, there are not trapdoors in the tower. Now, being able to get down the tower and into the catacombs, that's a
You
good.
okay after those spiders?
They're really well animated.
He's in the well. He's stuck in the well.
Gotta give some credit to Haley Joel Osment. He does a really good job here.
But remember, the same kid who did The Sixth Sense, so yeah.
Yeah.
The kid with talent. And I mean, he got hired by Disney 3 times for these direct-to-video sequels.
And then playing the Miracles song again. Playing Ordinary Miracles. Right? We set this up since the moment we first saw her.
Mm-hmm. Nothing you people will say will ever make me not like this couple, okay?
The confidence on display.
Oh. Bam!
You know,
Look,
that was well done.
Yeah, give the writers some credit for at least really thinking over the script a bit. At least when it came to Madeline and Quasimodo.
Yeah, like...
I forgot how short this is. Nah.
Is it still funny that Jason Alexander wants to fuck the goat? Your mileage may vary.
I was wrong about all of it. Not really. You were right about Sarouche, so... And then the bell stops ringing.
Ah, yes, the 12-year-old. The size of a coyote is able to ring the bell.
It's not about the physics.
Are you sure you said that correctly, Scribe? Zephyr is the boy. Jolly is the goat. And that was the Hunchback of Notre Dame 2. I don't hate it.
Yeah. Yeah, screw you haters. I can still enjoy this.
Like, as it is, this film, as far as Disney sequels go, I mean, I'd have to go through however many there are, but considering how many there are, I don't think this would crack the top 10 for me.
I mean, fair enough.
The first film was just so good, and I think, at least coming fresh out of this movie, I think I still stand by what I said that it does really seem to undermine the point of Quasimodo's ending in the first film.
Well, I see more like, yes, he's life together. He's loving himself a little more. And that's usually when people are ready for a relationship, not when they're in the worst place, when they're in their best place.
True. That being said, though, I would still equate this to fan fiction. Affectionate. Like, this is perfectly, it's perfectly fine. It's perfectly serviceable as a sequel to the film. But as a sequel to the film, it's... man, what do you say? I think much like Beauty and the Beast, it's a film that really does not beg for a sequel, like, at all, you know? It's like, sometimes you can actually see the merit of franchising and, like, continuing the story, but in other cases, it's like, no, that's not really because Aladdin had the basis of the Arabian Nights. It was the opening number of the film and the TV show and the closing number in the third film. It's like, it all came full circle. It made sense that Aladdin would go through those 1001 Arabian Nights, go across the world for all those adventures and shit. But I don't know, it just still feels like this wasn't really needed. But still fun.
I heard you laughing, so I'll take it as a win.
It's still fun. I'll say
Yes.
that.
Yeah. Now I will say what a lot of the critics say. Some of it's true. Sarouche as a villain compared to Frollo, meh.
Okay, Sarouche compared to Frollo is not okay. That's not fair. Sarouche compared to Frollo is not fair. I love Sarouche. Sarouche was great in this.
Yeah,
He's one of my favorite things.
Yeah, let me finish. And you know what they say about Phoebus's arc just being totally out of character for him. Yeah, and you know what you said was right. That if they didn't have that thing where he was suspecting them before the robberies, it probably could have worked because technically Phoebus was right. The circus was responsible for the robberies. He had every right to be suspicious of Madeline, especially when actually she was part of it. And he's like, I was wrong about it. Like, but technically you weren't. It didn't work the way they presented it, I mean.
It's like, the thing is that it would have panned out a lot better if Phoebus's notion in this story could... In fact, if there was anyone in this story who would have actually been suspicious of the circus, it would have been Esmeralda. Because if she knows about how travelers operate, whether they be thieves or not, she would be the one to notice something's off, not Phoebus. Phoebus is very trusting. His arc in the first film was that he shouldn't necessarily listen to orders from his superiors because they're wrong. So literally, we'd be building... Okay, so let's go ahead and look at who is responsible for the music and lyrics. We got Randy Peterson and Kevin Quinn for Le Jour d'Amour, Ordinary Miracle by Walter Edgar Kennan, and then he was also responsible for I'd Stick With You. Yes, another instance where we've got a lot of these, and Walter Edgar Kennan working on Fallen in Love. And that really is the last song of the film. God, there's only really... Wait, 1, 2... 3, 4. It's usually customary to have like a this film would not have been possible without the inspiration from the original motion picture and the works of its talented artists and animators. You know, that's
all
actually
right.
the most fair thing that they've ever said. Wait, 2000. Wait, why do I have it?
Yes,
Wait, why do I have it written as 2002? Where the fuck did I get that information from? Let's fix that.
because they released it about 2 years after it was actually complete.
Oh, well, never mind. Let me go ahead and unfix that. That is my bad. Anyway.
So, yes. Let me finish.
Yes.
Yes. However, despite the movie's shortcomings, some of which I agree with. You cannot make me hate this because I love Quasimodo and Madeline.
They are really adorable.
Now, yes, they are really adorable. I said it reminds me a lot of You and Me. And that's because looking at Madeline's character arc, and because she's a pretty girl, yes, but what's put her down is the fact that she's been told she's just a pretty face. She's stupid. Everything she says is stupid. And she's good for nothing else than, using her prettiness to do all these crimes. Well, okay, aside from the crime part, just I've had people tell me I'm stupid, everything to her is weird, shut up. I meet someone like you, and I don't feel stupid.
No.
So yes, like you can say at least the screenwriters, when trying to find somebody who would be a match for Quasimodo, I think they were doing a good job. And they're showing that parallelism of how she sort of has her own Frollo here.
Yes.
Yes, kind of like this inverted mirror. And they're just so wacky together, and because she has a very terrible self-image, she's seeing things at face value, like, oh, I think those are weeds, or I don't see anything. And Quasimodo, who has already gone through all that, has a lot, has learned to love himself a lot more because he has friends, he has a life that look at the world this way, because he's gotten to experience the world since he was let out of the tower, judging by Zephyr's age, about 7 years ago, I'd say. He's had time to get his life together, and so he's been able to help Madeline.
Then that would be assuming that Zephyr is about 6 years old or something like that.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying, I say roughly 7 years. They don't give us an exact timeline, but that's my guess. I mean, it doesn't look like it's been that much time because they don't look that much different in age.
No, but I mean, what would they?
20, 27 for Quasimodo. That seems about right?
Yeah.
It hasn't been 20 years.
No, if it had been 20 years, friggin' Zephyr would be graduating high school or something.
Yeah. The point. Yes, the point. And I love how Quasimodo is friends with Esmeralda, Phoebus's son. It's there was just no bad blood between that whole love triangle.
No.
You gotta love that.
Yeah. I feel they only made the movie to give Quasimodo a girlfriend. I don't think so. Because they could have done just about any number of things with a Hunchback of Notre Dame sequel. But one thing that this film does is what they make it about, and they do center things around Notre Dame, which you kind of have to, because otherwise it's not really of Notre Dame.
And then La Fidèle Belle being, a motif for this movie.
Yeah.
Representing, she's even more beautiful on the inside, or even just Sarouche, oh, look at this ugly thing.
Okay, can I just say something?
Yeah, he sees things on surface level, yes. But even Madeline, when she first saw the bell and didn't look inside, she's like, oh, wow, it's beautiful.
Okay, help me out here. Two things. It may be a brass bell. It has gold on the inside. And then gemstones. Even if the gemstones wouldn't crack, because real gemstones don't break very easily. Can someone answer me, the logistics of a golden bell ringing? Because I know gold is a very soft metal, so... And it's not kind of odd that they could be smacking this thing around. Also, gold is not only soft, it's also heavy. So, and it's a giant brass bell.
I kind of like that this is what you're hung up on.
No, it's if there's one thing that I just don't seem to understand, it's this movie's attitude around what is or isn't magic. And like, and the fucking logistics of the bell being able to properly make sounds. And the thing is, you say cartoon, I say this is not a film that was set in the fucking like Duckburg universe. All right, this isn't a Goofy movie. This is the Hunchback of Notre Dame. I'd say we're far more grounded in reality at most times. The gargoyles and God being the great exception to what is or isn't magical or miraculous. So, forgive me for saying so. Yes, it is. Like, their explanation with the elephant, that worked. But, like, I'm just... Yeah, look, the explanation with the elephant, that made sense. You can study the room, trapdoors, blah, 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 blah. But it's the bells ringing that's really upsetting me, yes.
Emphasize, I'm not laughing because it's stupid. I'm laughing because you're technically right, but the way you keep going, though, is funny.
Did the bell destroy your grandma or something? Because ringing bells killed my grandma, okay?
Oh,
no,
God.
but seriously,
That
somebody
was funny.
actually answer me that question of the logistics of ringing a golden bell. Would it even?
Okay.
But
Okay, so, yeah. My final thoughts. Even if this was just to give Quasimodo a girlfriend, it's a hell of a good girlfriend, okay?
she is very cute. Not as cute.
Yes.
Not as cute as you, though.
Aww. Should I dye my hair blonde?
No! What did I just say?
I'm joking. I'm joking. I already had the pixie cut, so.
Yes, and you're very
You know
adorable.
what? Keep that in mind for couples costumes. If you don't mind hunching over.
It's gold brass versus yellow brass. Okay, so if it's still just a brass bell, that makes some sense.
You know, they very well could melt it down and the gems would still be there. I think.
Yeah, I don't even know
I don't
okay, yeah, okay. Now that's actually even more of a legitimate question. What exactly was Sarush gonna do with the bell? Was he gonna hawk it? Was he gonna?
Why not?
Okay,
in Little Drummer
okay.
Boy, in Little Drummer Boy 2, they were gonna melt the silver bells. So, yeah.
Son of a bitch. I still need to watch the Little Drummer Boy 2. I only caught like the opening of it once, and then Mama changed the channel. Anyway, outside of that, as for my final thoughts, I would like to watch it again. Do a little bit more of a thorough study over it, but I'd say the animation was good. Loved Sarouge, he was great. Hated Phoebus, he was a dipshit. And overall, it was great. It was good. Fan fiction, affectionate. It's not something that I think was necessary, but ultimately, not the worst thing. Belle's Enchanted World exists, and people are calling this one of the worst Disney sequels? Come on, guys. We're better than this.
Well, Fox and the Hound 2, probably.
Fox and the Hound 2, Milo's Atlantis,
was
Milo's
mine.
Return. Oh, God forbid!
Okay,
God forbid Mulan 2. That one's real shit show.
For the Atlantis one, that was meant to be a pilot series. If they had gone through with the series, it could have been great.
Yeah, but that was the same thing with Belle's Enchanted World.
Yes, but it could have been great. They could have done a whole lot more with those adventures. It was made by Chad Stones. It could have been a whole DuckTales meets Tarzan vibe, you know?
I mean, didn't we already have the Aladdin series? I feel like Milo's Return was definitely trying to go for the Aladdin series vibes.
Would have had more female character power in there, so yes.
Yeah. I mean, they had the genie and Gilbert Gottfried, so I mean, the Aladdin series probably already had a leg up beyond just, you know, swashbuckling adventure. We got way off topic. Belle's Magical World. Right, sorry. Yeah. I always get Belle's Magical World and the Enchanted Christmases titles switched up. Also, no hate to Enchanted Christmas, except maybe how the Beast treats Belle. Because I do love Tim Curry as the organ. I remember growing up with that one.
Yeah.
Ooh, see, that would be a good consideration for Christmas time, wouldn't it? All right. Anyhowser, I think that'll be that for now. I think that'll be it for this time. So, thank you all so much for joining us on this rather lovely adventure. And if you're viewing this after the fact, thanks for watching. And until next time, whenever that may be, and whatever film that may be, take care, stay safe, and be kind in all that you do. Bonne nuit!
You technically had beef with 2 bells.
Huh?